back to the One Piece Doc podcast with me, Mr. Six, and
Erik.
And today we're literally just kind of just randomly talk about stuff just because this is pre-recorded and we're waiting for One Piece chapter 950 to drop. I
just want to say real quick,
yeah,
I love even number chapters, especially those that are dividable by 5 and 10.
That's good to know.
Yeah.
But the more you know.
I just had to include that in there.
Before we get into this video again, I would like to shout out all of our new subscribers and everyone that's been commenting on our videos or followed us on Instagram.
You guys are the best.
Thank you guys so much. It does mean a lot to us. I mean, this is kind of like a hobby. We both have jobs, so it's not like our main, source, but it's, just something fun we both can do. Talk about something that we both are passionate about.
We've both been following for
years. Maybe we'll do, like, if we get enough of a following, maybe we'll talk about how we, got into One Piece. But yeah, so I just wanted to thank you guys real quick, but tonight we're going to be talking about what we this is an Erik idea.
Might happen.
This is an Erik idea. Yeah.
What could happen in the future of One Piece.
So this is more of like our speculation video. We literally just thought about it probably like 3 minutes ago before I press record, so this is off the cuff.
So we think it'll be pretty fun.
Just kind of like a fun discussion. So we're just going to go kind of like a similar format.
Well, let's list some things and then maybe go into specific things we think will happen.
No, let's just go back and forth and we can just talk about it as we hit it.
Well, so what do you think will happen?
I thought this is your idea. You go first.
Oh, you want me to go first?
Yeah, so you first. So
I have lots of things I think.
So we're in Wano. This is just random things that we think are going to happen in the story or we're going to get to.
Okay.
And then,
Well, obviously there's some things that we know will happen.
Go for it. What?
Like, we know that they're probably going to go to Elbaf eventually, the land of the giants, and Usopp is going to become a brave warrior of the sea.
Let's talk about that.
Okay. What do you think's going to happen there?
So, how do you think we're going to get to Elbaf?
Well, after Wano, I'm pretty sure there might be, in my opinion, there could be another sort of a time skip. Well, maybe not. But if there is, then maybe that would be a place for each character or group of characters to get their own arc. Would that be cool? I don't think that's going to happen. But
kind of like what Oda's been doing.
Yeah, but wouldn't that be cool if that happened?
Everybody's just been waiting for everybody to get back together and they just split up again.
Yeah, they split up again. That wouldn't happen probably. But it would be kind of cool.
Just going back to that splitting up idea, I believe that Oda purposely did that, like the splitting up between arcs, right? After, the first arc being Dressrosa, then Zoe, then Whole Cake, and now they're back together again, right? So I think he did that just because, like, the Straw Hats all together, I think, are pretty, like, when they work together, they're pretty OP. At those times, not enough to take down like a Yonko or something like that yet. But they just work really well together. So I feel like he just had to split them up, but also help set up for the next ones. And he's been preparing for Wano for since Thriller Bark, and then also Punk Hazard. That's when everything.
There's been a lot of foreshadowing. Yeah.
So and this is kind of like this chapter is kind of like the conclusion of all that. The Wano kind of like hype, and so like you're saying, after is Elbaf, and Oda does this thing where if you reread the story, and I'm lucky enough to have a job where I can purchase the manga book so I can enjoy it over and over again. If you reread it, Oda likes to just likes to drop hints about future arcs, which is something I really, really love.
Makes you look forward to it, right?
Exactly, and that's what makes One Piece fun because you get to speculate so much. But so he kind of touched a lot about. I mean, he touched about it in the Bragi and
Dory.
Dory. When they're in the island before they went to, the Alabasta kind of like saga, and then we touch on it again at Ennie's lobby, and then in Whole Cake Island. I mean, kind of Dressrosa when we met Haruden.
He's been touching it over and over.
Yeah,
Wano is
so
hype.
after
Elbaf
Wano,
is so hype.
I think just like you said, the natural progression is to go to Elbaf, and
regardless of whether they split up or don't split up,
and that's where they're
going to go there.
I mean, and we kind of know that the Big Mom Pirates and Elbaf is very intertwined. So, I do agree with you. That long-winded answer. I do agree with you that it will be that will be the next arc. Maybe like a break arc, right? But then definitely
it's not going to be a break. There's a fight there. Loki.
No.
Loki was considered to be evil.
Okay, hold on.
So there's gonna be
I
a
don't
fight.
think you understand me. I mean, like, how like after Dressrosa there's Zoe to kind of go into.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Not like
I
like
think
a very
Luffy
short.
Would be too strong at that point for a minor character that's not as strong as like a Yonko.
I think he just wants to, like, Oda would just kind of want to like take a break and like, just kind of do like a recovery kind of like, the short like reverie kind of like something short, and then get into Elbaf.
We should bring that up next.
And
the reverie.
And so, and I don't know if he can keep splitting up the Straw Hats after this. I don't. I mean, of course, we both could be wrong on this, but for me, I think he would be done with splitting up the Straw Hats, because then after that it would be the Grand Fleet, all those kinds of things, right? So and then that I guess we can talk about this later, but like how the Grand Fleet play into this, because what like are they going to come to Wano?
It's going to grow.
Well, I mean, of course it's going to grow, but I mean,
samurai, minks.
So what I'm saying is, where is that Grand Fleet going to play into the story? So I mean, it'd be cool, but I don't think Wano, because I feel like it'd be so soon.
I think there's going to be a war against the world government, where they're going to be
that. Yeah,
and that's another hint. That's another thing I think should happen. There's going to be a war against the world government. I think that's pretty like Yeah, it's like saying that Luffy's going to be Pirate King.
Yeah,
Zoro's going to be the world's strongest swordsman. How about this? Here's one.
Okay, so I think we're good with the Elbaf thing. And then in the comments below, if you want to add something, we can continue the discussion. Like with any of the topics we talk about.
We'll discuss about that further.
Yeah.
These are all things that we can elaborate in different videos.
So you want this
as its own thing.
So you want to say a reverie?
Yeah, let's go to the reverie. What do you think is going to happen at the reverie?
Or you mean what did happen?
No,
because I think it already happened, and then Sabo and his crew.
That we didn't know. What do you think? Kuma was saved? Do you think Kuma was saved?
Well, okay. What I was just saying, like, because you said, like, what do you think will happen? It's like, no, what happened? I think that's what you meant.
Okay, so what do you think happened? Past tense.
Yeah. So I mean, the Shichibukai system was definitely talked about, right?
True.
I think that's pretty well known. Green Bull and Fujitora were there.
None of that was elaborated on. We don't know what happened, but that's still in the future of the story. What happened will come back.
Yeah.
So
Sama, like, I wonder. Yeah.
There's so much here. Pick one of them and tell me what you think.
So I wonder who would represent the Im-sama and the elders in that actual meeting, right? Because in the meeting you kind of just see every the different island or different world leaders there, right? Who would represent Im-sama? Because the elders weren't at that table, right? So who would voice their the Gorosei? Sorry, the Gorosei weren't at the table unless I'm mistaken.
The Elder Stars, right? Yeah.
So, but they weren't at the table. Who would be representing their ideas, right? So
true.
So that's like, you'd feel like they'd have some type of like,
I think they
mouthpiece in that meeting, at least to kind of like maybe like influence.
I think that they don't really care what those kings and queens are saying.
Oh yeah, I totally agree with that.
They're like puppets.
Yeah, it's just the illusion of control for
Mhm.
them. No, I agree.
And they probably already. It's kind of like psychology. Like you let them think they have power, but you've already kind of finessed them using your own little pieces to get them to feel and think and act a certain way.
Yeah.
Or you just put people in control that acted in a way that you were comfortable with already.
Yeah.
That's pretty much
their own pawns.
Yeah, they're pawns.
So
They're kings. They
Yeah.
can move in one direction at a time.
I mean, we can't really. I mean, we're just speculating. So, like I said, I think Shichibukai, maybe Blackbeard, or not, because everybody always underestimates Blackbeard, which is how he got to
His
like
bounty
kind
is
of like
huge now.
yeah,
Biggest in
how
the
he
series.
how he got to like becoming the next Yonko. Maybe Blackbeard. I think definitely Luffy.
Oh, it was stated how he got to become the next Yonko.
Huh?
After the Payback Wars, he was labeled as the next as a Yonko.
No. What I'm saying is them discussing Blackbeard, but I'm saying it's like because they let him like finesse everybody,
Oh.
so they're like, oh, Blackbeard, whatever. Who's that guy?
So, well, what do you think is gonna happen though? Out of that,
I don't know.
Yeah,
Like
it
maybe
happened.
I mean there's like an infinite amount of like things I could say, but I truly don't know because we just kind of like, oh, let the reverie begin, and
do you
then
think?
boom.
Do you think the Shichibukai are there or extinct?
I think. Okay, I have to be decisive.
Be decisive. Just say it. Yes or no. Yes, gone. No, it's still there.
I think that they're still there,
Why?
but in a limited capacity.
Yeah, that makes sense. Explain
I would say-
why you think that.
Because I mean, it doesn't like, just like we said, it's the illusion of power. It doesn't really matter what they say, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, and then Fujitora isn't the top dog. The Gorosei are. So
That's true.
I mean,
But-
like they can. It's not.
Do they need them though? Are they necessary?
I don't. Mihawk, yes.
He is
Yeah.
very strong.
Boa, yes.
She's not as strong as.
No,
Mihawk.
but like still, like there's some
At least
yeah.
the non-canon
fodder.
version
She can
of
take
her,
out fodder extremely well.
The non-canon version of her gets fodderized by Bundy World.
Yeah,
If you've seen that movie, it's a really good one. It's probably one of my favorite One Piece
Yeah.
movies.
I hate non-canon, but I like that.
Yeah,
I like
it's
that.
a fun
yeah.
one.
It's fun. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying I hate non-canon. I like it for entertainment, but I like
And
canon stuff.
I like
just
the
'cause,
canon
like,
stuff because it adds to like the story.
Yeah. But anyways, yeah. Yeah, I just don't see anything really changing as much. Maybe they just do something to appease them.
I can
Right.
see that.
But,
I don't think Oda's gonna make it simple. Like, oh, the
Yeah.
Shichibukai are gone.
Yeah, exactly.
If he does that,
Or
I guess I'd be shocked.
I mean, if he did, it would be kind
I'd
of
be really
interesting because
shocked.
then Buggy would be like, "Oh my god, I'm on the run again."
Oh yeah.
You know.
What if Buggy became one of Straw Hat's next ships?
I could definitely see that happening.
You think so?
Yeah.
I can see that too. He doesn't. He hates Straw Hat, but even Cavendish hates Straw Hat. Cavendish hates Straw Hat. We have all sorts of characters that hate Straw Hat that are still kind of, working for him.
Yeah. Well, okay, so I think we really kind of like did a lot with the Reverie stuff. Of course, add to it below.
I think there's gonna be more people joining Luffy. Obviously,
Yeah.
I think the Giants join him because the Giants. He already has 2. In
Where are you going with this?
we're just adding characters to the Straw Hat fleet. I
Oh,
think it's better.
okay. So, this is okay. Before you go into that, the next topic is like kind of like what I said, like how the Grand Fleet plays into the story, like where they come
Mhm.
into the story as like the actual fleet. So
Yeah.
okay, now continue. Like who could be added?
So the Giants are gonna get bigger, and we've already seen in the cover stories that they are
They
getting
only have
bigger.
5, right? So
Yeah.
far, and they're like gathering.
And I might get Dory and Broggy in the future.
Dude, what if they get gosh, tell me their names in the comments below. But the gatekeepers of Ennis Lobby.
Oh yeah, I heard about
Those
that.
guys, yeah.
What if they found an Oar size character? Like they find another Oars. That'd be crazy, right?
That would be pretty crazy.
Or they go and then the next one we talked about Elbaf earlier.
Yeah.
What if they go to Elbaf with Luffy and company, and they recruit and they get bigger after Luffy takes down Loki in one punch? Hypothesis: Luffy one punches Loki like Big Mom.
But why would he one punch Loki?
Loki's supposed to be evil, apparently.
In the story of One Piece?
Yeah.
Wow, when?
I don't know why I know that. I don't know if it's an SDS or there's something in the story. I just have a feeling that Loki's going to be evil. Either I know that or that was foreshadowed. Or
I don't know. I don't remember any details of that, but I mean,
let us know
maybe
in the
you're like
comments below.
maybe
I had a dream about it or something.
yeah. So it's fact.
It's fact. It's fact to Erik.
First of all,
Dreams are
I
real.
don't remember that, but if you do show me like a panel or whatever, point me, then I'll
I don't know.
I'll rethink it.
I just remember weird things.
No, I thought Loki was gonna marry Lola, right?
I don't know.
And then
I don't know exactly.
Yeah, and then they tried to switch her with their twin sister, which
and he knew.
Beige. Yeah, and then he got mad at Big Mom, and then that's why they're not on good terms. I don't think he's going to be an enemy. I think he's going to be an ally to the Straw Hats.
It depends on whether or not the Straw Hats are friends with Big Mom after Wano.
I don't think they're going to be friends.
I don't think so either.
Because he has to surpass her.
He should beat her down. Or make her his subordinate.
Yeah.
That'd be a huge stretch.
That's happening.
And neither do I. Okay, here's an easy one. Luffy beats Kaido in a fight.
Wait. So we didn't really go into the Grand Fleet.
I said that gets some more.
Okay, now it's my turn to talk.
Oh, it's your turn to talk.
Yeah, you keep on in the jump.
Since when? Since when is it your turn to talk?
So yeah, the Grand Fleet.
Go for it.
So, like I was saying with like my timeline about different islands. So, like I said, we'd finish up in Wano. I feel like there'd be some like kind of like transition arc, kind of like a similar to Zoe. Then we'd go with everybody to Elbaf, and then in Elbaf, I feel like that's when like a Big Mom would recover and Wano. I'm not gonna go into speculation with that.
Wait, are we talking about characters joining this?
No, we're not talking about that.
Well, there are some.
I don't know where you got that.
We can get Minks.
Well, I mean, okay,
Samurai.
we'll talk about that in a second, but I'm talking right now.
We get Long-Arm Tribe.
So,
Fish.
So we'll get the Elbaf arc, but I think after that arc, then that's when they deal with Big Mom. Either during the Elbaf arc or the arc immediately after that.
Okay.
So it'd be like they'd take down Kaido.
Yeah.
Then they'd recruit the giants, and then they all take down Big Mom.
I could see that.
And then after that,
do you think Big Mom is stronger than Kaido? In a one-on-one?
No, I think Big Mom beats Kaido. Hold on, you're distracting me. I'm trying to finish my thought. You keep like interrupting me.
Sorry, you're adding thoughts to my brain.
But I know I do that. But so, and then after that, so I don't think the Grand Fleet would come in at those points. I think it'd be once Big Mom's defeated, and then the war, like the big war we're talking about. I think that's be the later.
They're definitely coming in then.
Huh?
They're definitely coming in during the big war at the very end.
Okay, so let me finish. Like when that big war comes in, that's when the Grand Fleet will come and join. And then like how the narrator was talking about, like they go the separate ways and they grow by themselves.
And by then though, it's gonna be more than just the ones that we've seen currently.
Oh yeah, so yeah, they'll have.
Alabasta.
I feel like they'll have like the giants. They're gonna have the samurai, the fishmen, the minks. They're gonna have
every country that they've liberated. Every group they've saved.
And then I think that's when they would diverge with the revolutionaries too.
Yep, the revolutionary. Right? Every group that they've met along the way, even groups we haven't even met so far.
So yeah, and I think that's when they take down the world government. After that, I think it'd be a race to Raftel when Blackbeard and Shanks would get in a fight.
Do you think that Raptail's after that fight or before it?
I think it'd be after.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I feel like because
But what if Raptail has the blueprint for the boat, Pluton? No. Frankie has the blueprint to that boat
in his mind,
in his brain.
So
I thought there was something there though.
So I feel like that's how the series would end, is them going to Raftel. But I feel like
Frankie
they'd have the
would
big
have to
fight.
make that boat to fight the government.
Well, I mean,
he would.
Okay. Well, hold on.
How do you know that the
Wait.
Can I say this? How do you know that the Thousand Sunny? Yeah, Thousand Sunny isn't already a blueprint, like an unfinished version of Pluton.
That's an interesting idea, actually. It's good. That's
Like,
actually really good.
It's like not the full thing. It's like halfway done, and all he needs to do is add a couple of things.
Like he added on to Pluton, where it's
Yeah.
like, it's just like a smaller, maybe more powerful version of it.
Like it's like a compact version of the Pluton.
Maybe.
But all I have to do is do a couple of things and make it the real Pluton. I don't know. That'd be cool. Or
We
something
can talk
like
about
it.
that as our next topic.
Yeah.
But okay, like I was saying. So yeah, that big war. I feel like Raftel would come after the big war,
Mm-hmm.
because it'd be like, okay, we defeated them. Now let's go finish this adventure. Then that's when like a Blackbeard would, if Blackbeard's the final fight,
Mm-hmm.
he would, like, after defeating Shanks, that would motivate Luffy to take down, because they both have that same goal,
True.
right?
Well, he's not going to defeat Shanks before Luffy gives him his hat back. And if he did, I could actually see that happening. Luffy never gets his hat back because his name is called Straw Hat Luffy. Could he really be Straw Hat Luffy?
If he gives back the straw hat.
And then he's just Luffy. And he can't be the Mugawaras.
No, I feel like
just have to call him.
I feel like once he gives
the
back
Luffys.
the hat, he's gonna be like, "It's your hat now." And I mean, there's some significance with the straw hat, because we saw Im-sama with a huge version of that hat.
That's true.
So,
I don't know what that's gonna come about, but we
Oda's
know.
he's just like, I'm just gonna throw a wrench in all these theories.
Yeah,
Just like, I love that he just adds another element to the story.
that's true. Here, I got a theory. Something that I think's gonna happen.
Okay.
I'm debating whether I should say this now, or just in about 10 minutes in the video that's coming up. But I think,
we got a new subscriber. Sorry.
thank you whoever subscribed.
Thank you, Andre.
Andre, you're the best.
Okay, sorry. Keep going.
But okay, the sword that the guy with the big nose in Wano, who was the caretaker of what was her name? Toki, the little girl.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What's her name? Toki.
The one that makes mochi balls from
Tama.
mochi balls from her cheeks. I
Her
think
name's
it's Tama.
Yeah. That sword. I think that's actually Oden Kazuki's sword. I think that's Oden Kazuki's sword. And he was waiting because he's waiting to give it back to somebody. I think he's waiting to give it back to Momoshiki. I bet you that.
Momoshiki.
Yeah, Momo. The little boy.
Is that it? Momoshiki?
That's Oden's son?
No, I know Momo. Yeah. But is that like the last part of his name?
I thought it was. I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, correct him.
But I think that's going to be his. I think he's waiting for him to come back to Wano so he can give him the sword so he can kind of like knight him as a samurai. And that's his purpose.
I knight you.
I knight you. I also think he's the last of the
bridge troll.
He's the last of the Red Scabbards.
Yeah, I just don't know.
I mean, obviously none of us know.
Why don't you just know?
Well, I do know. I'm saying it.
That's why. Oh,
It's a fact.
Wow, just spoil all of us.
Man, I know everything. I'm Eric. Eric knows things. He thinks he knows things, but he doesn't.
Yeah.
What do you think? Think that's possible? Plausible? Put a plausibility level. Like 1 being good, 10 being
Eric.
like Eric level.
So he's waiting to give that sword to Momo.
Yeah.
I think it could be. And I'll explain why. We don't. Well, first of all, we don't know much about him, so we can kind of like assume a lot of stuff. But he did say that line. I'm waiting. That. I don't want to say like I know, because I don't know off the top of my head, but kind of like along that line.
6 isn't like Eric over here.
Yeah, I just don't remember. But No, I mean like he is waiting for someone, right?
He's waiting for somebody. We know that much.
Yeah, so
That's really
it
the
could
only
be.
thing we know.
So I mean, and then the prophecy, right? He's waiting for Momonosuke.
Oh, Momonosuke.
That's what it. Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
My subconscious, like, just
Boom.
like pulling it out.
Fist bump.
But yeah, waiting for like Momonosuke. I could definitely see that.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of your more plausible theories.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Man, this chapter is not dropping.
Well, I'm gonna think if I can think of anything else. In the meanwhile, if you've liked this video, let us know by liking it.
Just
if you dislike it, you can push the dislike button if you want, but
it would just really hurt us.
It would hurt us greatly.
We
wouldn't care. We wouldn't care all that much, but we
do care about likes.
Yeah, we care about likes. We want all the likes. Because we're like everybody else in this generation, and we just like to see the like button, because then it makes us feel good about our self-conscious and egos grow, and we just become
Erik,
greater
basically.
people. Yeah, become Erik.
But
I'm not on social media, by the way, because I hate likes. I hate them. No, actually, I am on social media. I lied. One more thing.
Okay.
One more thing.
Okay, so this is supposed to be in the future, so...
In the future.
So...
Yusuf becomes a god of sniping.
Man, Usopp's if there's like another time skip, he just starts using guns. That's his upgrade.
He's never gonna use a gun.
Yeah.
All right,
it's because he's like still kind of like a kid.
He is, yeah.
And that's what kind of like the Straw Hats are. They're just kind of like
they don't want to hurt people. They want to protect themselves, and they want to defend themselves. They don't know how to kill people unless you're Zoro or Luffy or Sanji. Then they're just too strong.
Dude, like Luffy is like the same thing as like my Batman thing, which I'm sure like other people say this thing, and I'll let me explain. I think Batman is more evil than the people he fights.
He's pretty sadistic sometimes, but I don't know if you're gonna get a lot of people to agree with you. But go for it.
So let's say like, I mean, of course, I'm not saying like killing someone is a good thing, but like if so like he fights like goons and stuff, like henchmen to get to wherever. To like the grocery store or whatever, but
yeah, he's like walking to Hy-Vee.
He's literally destroying these men's lives. They have no options. They're like they have to turn to a life of crime, right? Gotham.
Yeah, the Riddler
and
the Joker.
Yeah, like society doesn't like apparently there's no like better options. Right, instead of fighting crime, like
they can't work at Hy-Vee, at Safeway.
Yeah,
at Walmart.
So I mean, like,
7-Eleven.
So they're just trying to provide for their family, and this guy dressed up as a bat comes in, permanently disables them. I'm pretty sure there's some that can't walk.
Some of them
but he's
can't.
like they're like writhing on the floor, and they're like, "Please kill me, just put me out." And he's like, "I don't kill."
Take the
and
bat
so
shuriken to
literally
the back.
He just cripples them for the rest of their lives.
Breaks their spines.
Shatters their spines.
Shatters.
They're like
paraplegic.
They're paralyzed.
Breaks their arms.
Yeah, their arms. They they can't hold like a soda anymore.
Mangled bodies.
But that's his one rule. I can't kill.
They drink soda out of a can.
He's like, you'll always remember Batman.
You will always remember.
So that's why.
You will remember me.
Yeah. So I mean, like,
sorry, that was uncalled for.
That was terrible.
It was.
But
no one ever said I was going to be a voice actor.
No.
Except for me. I'm going to be a voice actor.
You're not. But
I'm crying. Tears.
He's not.
He's
not laughing.
I am laughing actually.
So
I'm laughing tears.
But I feel like that's the same thing with like Luffy. He hits Marines and stuff,
so
and like
hard.
he like.
He's such a huge.
Have you ever got shot with rubber bullets?
They hurt so bad. I've never been shot, actually.
Me either. But I would imagine
I
that
would
hurt
imagine.
pretty bad.
I would imagine that would feel horrible. But
now just imagine that, like,
Times a
armored with
million.
hockey. So it's like a buckshot.
and he actually shoots people with bullets.
Oh yeah.
People
He's
shoot
probably
him.
killed people like unknowingly. So many people. There's just like
Yeah.
his body count is probably
And
huge.
he knocked people off boats before. Who knows if
Yeah.
they had devil fruits?
I like how this is just digressed to just like rambling.
Luffy. But yeah, but he's in the future. Is he ever gonna know? Oh, I have one more thing. Luffy's gonna break the red line in half. Boom. Spoiler.
Why?
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 How else is Sanji gonna find his dream of the all blue?
What if Blackbeard breaks the red line with this quick fruit?
I could see that. Somebody's gonna break the red line in half, and Sanji is gonna accomplish his dream of finding the all blue. I read that somewhere. It's not my theory.
Give credit where credit is due.
A lot of people have said it. I read it a long time ago on
I
forum.
know. It's such a like when I first read that, like I don't know, 8 years ago. I was like, oh my god, that's crazy.
That's great, and it changed my world view.
Yeah.
I now believe in.
I don't
world
know,
peace.
like what? Maybe that he just did that, and he'll never find the all blue, just so he can permanently be the cook of the Pirate King.
Yeah, he's like, you know, I'm gonna be the Pirate King, and you're gonna be the world's best cook, but you're never gonna find the all blue because I always need you to cook for me because I'm Luffy and I'm fat.
Got him.
Got him. And I think that's
Well,
it for our video.
Yeah, I think that's good. If you're still here at the end, thank you so much.
Mm-hmm.
You're our MVP. Let us know if like you want us to shout you out.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
yeah, because we just want to like just show our gratitude towards you guys.
Yeah, your channel, your Instagram.
Something.
If
yeah.
you have something that you want us to put
Promote
on
or something.
our page and promote, we'll promote it for you.
Yeah.
And if you don't, well then you don't.
That's all good.
Yeah.
So but yeah, follow us like we said on Instagram at onepiece.doc.podcast. This is Mr. Six.
And Eric, and we are out.
We'll see you back at the dock.
Kashinga.